Hi, it's Laura, and I am back for part 2 of my closet tour. I don't know how many parts there are going to be to this. There's a lot of closet, so we'll see how it goes. I'm doing some purging, although part 1 didn't result in a whole lot of items being purged. Part 1 was jumpers, jumpsuits, rompers, and a couple of crochet dresses. It was about 14 pieces. That took about half an hour. So I have slightly more than that this time. I'm hoping we can get through it also in approximately half an hour. I'm going to set my timer so I don't lose track of time myself. I'm going to go through the rest of my dresses with you. There might be more purging this time. We'll see. I don't know. All right. So let's see. My little dressing gown that you got to see in the last video. Let's put that here. All right. So this is what I refer to as a Mexican wedding dress because that's what I've seen them referred to. I don't really know if they have other names. It's a very Bohemian kind of style. They have this sort of like crochet, a lot of pin tucking, and I always love finding these. I probably should have put this on over my head. Okay, so let's see. This one I'm probably still keeping. I can't remember if I had this up for sale at some point or not. I have 2 of these dresses in my own closet right now. I do have one also up for sale in my Etsy shop. The one in my Etsy is pink with cream colored lace. I love it. When I originally bought it, it was too small for me, the pink one, because I absolutely would have kept a pink one. At some point it fit me, but the arms are a little bit restrictive on me. So anyway, I have this white one. Look at how cute this is. I love the sleeves. I didn't zipper it all the way because, you know, it takes too long. Very cute. It's a really easy piece to throw on if I'm trying to go somewhere and I want to be comfortable but still look like I made an effort. Also, it's cotton, which is a big deal for me these days. I do not do well with polyester and anything synthetic at this point during the summer is very problematic for me. This does have some yellowing to the underarms, which is a little more obvious to me right now with the lights. I don't know how obvious it is on camera. I think I've considered dyeing this, but I never do it because people do love these also in white, but I don't know. So, as you can see, I also have one in navy blue. I believe that both of these came from a store in Manhattan called L Train Vintage. I got them at separate times. L Train tends to go through these periods where they get a lot of similar types of things at the same time. And so there was a period where I was finding these dresses. I mean, it wasn't like they had a whole rack of these dresses, but I would find them, you know, every now and then, probably over the course of a particular year or 2. So I love this one as well. It's really pretty. I don't really need the white and the blue. Didn't zip that up all the way either. But I don't know. I think that I would probably be more inclined to just keep the blue one, but the white one has like the yellowing, and I just probably just a decision paralysis thing. Oh my god. The zipper is stuck on this. Yep, there we go. Hold on. The crochet lace is all a little there we go. A little shreddy in the back there. Needs a trim. Okay, there's that. So for now, they're both staying. This next dress is a lot of fun. It's going to look silly over this little romper thing, but too bad. Look at this. So the colors on this, I think this is also either L Train Vintage or I got it at Beacon's Closet in Brooklyn. Well, Beacon's Closet, which is in Manhattan and Brooklyn, maybe other locations. Their Brooklyn location, they have one that's really good for vintage stuff. I love the colors on this. I love the shape on this. When I originally got it, it was absolutely too small. Then I lost weight and I fit into it. I had this on Poshmark for ages with no bites. Oh, God, I love this. So as you can see, it fits me now, which is so much fun. Love it. However, it's so polyester. It's so polyester. Like, and this is not a winter dress. But God, look at it. Look at it. I have a thing to go to on August 20th. Today's like the 12th or 13th, something. And this is making me want to wear this to that event. Oh, I love this. Look at this. This is so, it's so like just me. This is me. Oh, love it. All right. Obviously, I'm not purging it. I mean, look, it was on Poshmark for 8 million years. Nobody bought it, so too freaking bad. That's all I'm saying about that. Too bad. You snooze, you lose. All right. This is one of, this is one of my big time favorites. All right, let's see. This, I got this at my local Salvation Army way early in my thrifting career, and I paid like $4 for this thing. It's silk. It is clearly like a nightgown from the, I don't know, 30s, 40s era, something like that. It does have some flaws. I am certain that this was dyed. I did not dye this. This is the color it was when I found it, but I'm sure someone else did. So the dye is like not necessarily even. I don't care. It's so pretty. I've worn this as a dress before, you know, usually over something else. Back when I used to go to work outside of my house, I did wear this to work with like another slip underneath. I love this so much. It's so pretty. And I don't wear it nearly as much as I should, but God, it's gorgeous. So, and it was so cheap. It was so cheap. Oh, it was so much fun to have. All right. Also, just probably one of those pieces I will never ever sell. So pretty. I love the lace on it. I mean, look at that. Oh God, it's gorgeous. All right. So, this next slip, like little sort of nightgown as dress situation, I have not actually worn this yet. I got this within the past year. I want to say around 6 months ago. And I just really loved it. There's a lot of times I've had, like, I really love the 30s and 40s sort of nightgowns that I call slips, but really they were nightgowns. And I've sold a lot of them in the past. And there's so many times where I've regretted it. So this one I got, this was probably around $8 when I got it. Could have been as high as like 13, but I think it was more like 7 or 8. And it's so pretty. I haven't worn it anywhere yet, and it's a little bit more difficult because of the flesh tone thing for me. It's a little too close to my actual skin color, so it looks a little naked and not in a, I don't know, but it's so pretty. And I love all the lace on the top. It's so pretty. So, and I don't wear stuff like this to like lounge around my house in. I have 5 cats. They all have their sharp little toenails that I'm very bad at clipping, so I don't tend to wear things like this just lounging around my house. Hold on. Sorry. Getting vintage off is always such a challenge. I have like this fantasy life in my head where someday I will be able to wear things like this just around the house for funsies. I don't know. I don't know that that'll happen, but all right, this dress. I haven't worn this in a very long time either, and it's sustained some damage since then, so I'll try it on for you in a second. But this is a 1940s cold rayon dress, and I got this. There was a vintage store that was, I assume, going out of business. They were holding They were listed on a garage sale site, and I went to the location. I was like the first person there. There were barely any people there when I showed up, and everything was so cheap. This, I paid $20 for this, which was high for what they were charging for things, but obviously $20 for this dress is phenomenal. I love it so much. I'm not going to zip it all the way up because I don't want to. I'm so glad it still fits me. It fit me when I decided to keep it, obviously. I had gained some weight. It stopped fitting me, but, you know, I'll lose the weight. And I actually did. And since I lost weight, I then gained some weight back, so I was not sure if this would still fit, but it does, and I'm so happy. Look at just the print on this is so pretty. I used to wear this when I would go out to work, you know, when I worked outside the house. I did wear it to my cousin's wedding, but I haven't, and that was several years ago. That cousin now has 2 children, and I have not worn this dress since her wedding. It does have this little rip in the sleeve, and I'm not sure how that happened, and I'm not sure what to do about it, but I love this so much. And even though I don't wear this frequently at all, it's one of those things that I will be very unlikely to have an opportunity to buy something like this again at that kind of price, especially. Can't remember how I put this on, so I thought I stepped into it, but maybe not. Anyway, so beautiful. I don't know if this has a tag in it. I don't think so. No. It would probably be fun to see if it did have one. Oh my god. So sorry, Riz. I'm sorry. One of said cats is on the floor here. Alright. This dress is another one that I picked up from L Train Vintage. I don't remember what I paid for it. It would have been somewhere between $8 and $11. They have like their certain price points that they tend to stick to. They do have higher priced things. I just usually am not willing to pay their higher priced stuff. You know, on occasion I will, but not frequently. I'm not going to zip this because I don't want to, but it's very cute. It's cotton, so easy to throw on. Like, I'll throw this on sometimes just running to the post office if I'm trying not to wear sweatpants. Very comfortable, and it's cute. And I always get compliments on it when I wear it because look at it. It's adorable. So, anyway, that's it. Okay. Still not doing very well with my purging, am I? And it's not, might not improve much yet. I don't know. All right. This is another dress that is going to be an over my dead body kind of when I get rid of it. I love it. I also got this at my Salvation Army. It was also like insanely cheap. I don't remember if it was $4 kind of cheap, but it was under 10 for sure. Like, I felt like I was robbing them when I got this dress. And it's ridiculously flattering with the way that it was cut. I obviously love the print. So cute. Look at this! Look at it! Oh. Oh, so adorable. You can see why I can't ever sell this, ever. Look at that. All right. I was so devastated one day. I had gotten this, like, acai bowl thing, which is basically like chocolate pudding in a bowl. Very delicious. And they had not put the lid on the bowl securely, and it sloshed all down the front of the skirt on this. Thankfully, I was able to get it out. But, you know, that's always devastating. So. All right, this little sucker. I'm not actually going to try this on for you because, you know, you get it. I love these kinds of dresses. This one I particularly like because it was short, and I don't remember where I got this. I think this might have been an L Train purchase. Back is nice. I love the colors. I love that it's cotton, and I love that it's black. I don't actually see these in black as frequently, but another one that I'll throw on to go run errands, post office, grocery shopping, etc. All right, now I'm getting into some of the ones that I might purge. Oh my gosh. All right. This is a black cotton, black or navy blue? I thought it was black, and it looks navy blue right now. It's got a side metal zipper. I believe this was also from the sale where I got the cold rayon dress, which I don't know that I finished telling you what that was. They just were like a vintage business that was going out of business. They had things at that sale as low as $1. Oh my gosh. Getting dressed in vintage is not always the most comfortable experience. I have not worn this in a really long time. It's cute. I think the reason that I kept it, it's like linty. The reason that I kept it is because it's basic. I'm not a basic black dress kind of person, and I think I felt like it was a good thing to have. And if I'm going to have a basic black dress, it's going to be a vintage one. So, I don't know. And it's cotton, which helps. I guess I'm still keeping it for the time being. I don't know. It fits me well. It's cotton. And it's cute. And it'll serve some kind of a good purpose if I need it for, I don't know. All right, hold on. I gotta bend over to take this thing off. You ever have that problem with your shoulder blades? Like they don't want to cooperate? Ugh. There we go. Oh my God. You just need the help of gravity sometimes. All right. Thank you, dress. Okay. Let's go. This one, I really like. I used to wear this a lot. I would wear this when I was working outside of the house. It's cotton. I feel like it's 50s. I'll show you the tag on this one because it's cute. I really like the print. I think I don't wear it as much because I just don't really leave the house as much. Also, my personal style has tended a little bit more towards the sort of like messy artistic bohemian thing and a little bit away from the more structured 50s kind of stuff. But this is still, I don't know. This is a very easy piece to wear and look dressed up but still feel really comfortable and not put a lot of effort in. No pockets. I don't know. That's the back. I guess I am still keeping it. Very indecisive. I'll show you the tag in 1 second. As soon as I unbutton the 700 buttons on here. I definitely like that it's cotton. I like the colors and the print. There we go. Wildman Originals. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Still not doing great with the purge. This dress, I would purge, but I am not allowed to. I also got this from that vintage shop that was going out of business. This dress was $1. I do not know why. There was nothing wrong with it. It's very pretty. And you know what? I lied earlier. I said that I wore the cold rayon dress to a wedding, and I did not. I wore this dress to that wedding. Not that it matters. All right, so very pretty. Another like black little cocktail dress. So it's good to have in that sense of it being like a nice, basic, easy to throw on piece. But the reason that I am not allowed to sell it is because my boyfriend told me I have to keep it. And it was $1, so, you know, whatever. It's very cute. The inner lining of this is shredding a little bit. You know, that sort of like, you know, here, that. but whatever. It's just the net part backing the lace. It's also shredding there. It's a really pretty dress. I just don't wear it that often, and when I do find a reason to wear something really fancy, I don't know if that would be my go-to. So, all right, this dress is another little 50s number that I used to wear frequently. Also cotton. I'll show you the tag first. There you go. Here's what's sad is, why is there still this plastic doohickey in here? Because I used to wear this all the time. How have I survived? And why is the hem taken out of this? I can't remember if the hem was out before or not. All right. Ow. Y'all, trying to get clothes on. All right. Also, I don't remember the raspberry dress. I think I got in a Goodwill, but I could not swear on it. I think I got it in a Goodwill in Manhattan. This one, I don't remember where I got this either. I mean, it was a thrift store. I know that. I just don't remember. This one I should probably sell. I liked it. Oh, here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I think that the silhouette, especially in the bodice, is not quite my thing. It's pretty. There is a spot over here that's like a grease spot that I will try to get rid of. It's pretty, it's a novelty, but it's just not the type of style that I wear much at this point. So I think I'm going to add that to my to be listed collection. So far that's 2 items I've purged. One from video 1 and then this one. Yay. All right. My closet is so overstuffed. I took all of these dresses and jumpsuits and whatnot out for these videos, and now it just looks like the normal amount of stuff is in there. Like now it still looks full, but can't get this off. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my God. Y'all, it's just glamorous here. 24/7. All right. Oh, this next set. Oh, another over my dead body piece. I got this at a yard sale. This is a 2-piece set. So I feel like I'm going to get the name of her shop wrong. On Instagram, I believe she's Retro on the Rocks, and I did haul videos from it. She also has an Etsy shop, and I think she does some costume design stuff. So she was just purging a whole bunch of stuff. Most of the pieces she had were between $5 to $15, and I got so much stuff from her. This set was one of those things. I absolutely got this to resell. I mean, I think it's cool, but all right, I'm not zipping it all the way up, so hold on. Okay, I think it was really cool, but you know, but once I tried it on, oh my gosh, I was in love with it. So it doesn't look as good because of this business hanging out the side here, but it's so flattering. I love the fit. It's about mid-shin length on me. And then it has this little like shirt jacket top, which I don't tend to wear. The arms on this are really tight on me. Really tight. Really tight. Let's see. I was going to say, I'm not putting this on all the way. Ow. But, you know, so that's that. I like it, just the dress on its own the best, but it's nice to have this little top part. Although my arms right at the moment are not very good at fitting in. Even when I was super skinny, I had lost a bunch of weight, and I was about like 15 pounds lighter than I am now. And at that point, my arms fit in that jacket, and it was still like, it's a little snug, but it's okay. And like now my arms are like, no, we're not doing that. I feel like it's more the jacket that's got really small arms. Although my arms have that problem on occasion with some pieces. But anyway, keeping that forever. All right, this, also really cute. Which way does it go? This way. Probably also not selling this. I believe this was an L Train vintage purchase as well. So it's going to be a little shimmy shake to get on. Ugh. These damn shoulders. Okay. There we go. Whoa. All right. I used to have another red and white gingham dress that I had gotten. I don't remember where I got that other one, but I had actually, I think I got it at an estate sale, but I had actually taken it and gotten it altered to fit me better. No, I got that one at Udelco in Hackensack, New Jersey. It was so cute. It was like a square dance style. And I had it altered to fit me at the waist, and then it had this giant skirt. It was so adorable. I loved it. When I got this though, I liked this one better because this is, you can't really see, these are all tiny little prong set rhinestones in the bodice. And this was just so much fun. And it just seemed ridiculous to have two red and white gingham dresses. So I sold the other one. I kept this one. I really do love this. This is pretty. Couldn't tell you the last time I wore this dress, but you know, it has not been a normal couple of years. So I'm still going to keep it for now because I might start leaving the house more someday. Who knows? I don't know. I gotta bend over again to take this off. Ah. It's like I have to collapse my shoulder blades to get some of these dresses on and off. It's so insane, but I know that you get it. Because I know that if you wear vintage dresses, you are having this issue. Oh no! There we go. One of the rhinestones was misbehaving. Okay. I think I'm finally onto a dress that I'm going to purge. This one. This is really pretty. But it was a little bit big for me before, and I think it's definitely going to be big for me now, and I just, you know. I bought this dress at an estate sale a couple of years ago, and it was a sale that they were running after having filmed some sort of, I believe it was a TV series for HBO, and it was set in the 30s. I don't remember what it was. They didn't tell us what it was at the time, like you weren't supposed to know. But I think we figured it out. And so I believe that this is an 80s dress, but it had a good aesthetic for like a 30s era piece. And I don't know, there was something about it that I liked at the time, but I don't wear it a whole lot. Yeah, so I think that I'm going to list this one for sale. It is very pretty. Just, you know, you can tell by my reaction and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. When I write the Etsy description, it's going to be, oh my gosh, it's amazing, because, you know, everything is, and I do love it. I wouldn't have bought it from them if I didn't love it, but there are things that I love for me, and there are things that I love because I love them, but I don't want to keep them. So, this is one of them, and I don't think it had any tags either. But I like the sleeves on it a lot, and I love the print. It's very great for the whole cottagecore situation. Oh, I forgot. These are my purgy dresses. Two, I'm up to 2. All right, put them over here. Oh, another nightgown that I'm never going to let go of. Although this one's an easy justification because it's got a lot of damage. So, look at this thing. This is like another 30s or 40s era. I am terrible with the 1930s. I do not know. I think I classify 1930s stuff generally as 40s or as 20s. I love the floral print on this, but this poor baby has a lot of these giant, like, they're like grease spots almost, right? I don't know what they are. I've tried to remove them before. I have not had much luck. There's a really big one down here. But I think even if I were able to get them out, I would still keep this because it's so gorgeous. It's also got the shoulders tacked shorter. Not very well either. Very weird. Okay, anyway, I love it though. I am going to try, I don't remember if I've already tried Dawn dish detergent on these spots. I may have, but I'm going to try Dawn Power Wash. If you haven't tried that, it's definitely fantastic for like really baked on grossness in the kitchen. I have not tried it on clothing yet, but I figured I would give it a shot. I mean, there are people who swear by Dawn Power Wash as like the answer to all their problems in life. I don't quite find it to be that amazing, but it is really good for some of the baked on stuff. So I'm gonna give it a shot with this. We'll see how it goes. How pretty this is. I got this at my Salvation Army. I don't remember how much, but it was a long time ago, so it was likely under $5. So, all right, this dress. This is a pretty common vintage dress. There are a lot of versions of this out in the world. But I have a story that prevents me from kind of getting rid of this. So if you're not familiar with the brand, here's the tag. Hold on one second. There you go. I think it's Wee Mackay, is the way I think it's pronounced. Woo! Y'all, it's been half an hour. I've only got 2 more after this, so we'll just finish it. Anyway, Wee Mackay. I bought this dress at Housing Works Thrift Shop in New York City. It was very exciting for me because they had like an Instagram post or something showing vintage pieces that they were going to be selling, and there were a couple of pieces that I was super excited about. One of them being a blouse that at some point you'll see. And when I went, they still had the blouse, so I bought it. I was so happy. But I also found this dress. And I paid $30 for this dress, which I was very new to thrifting in general and just starting to get into vintage, I think. So I wasn't finding a whole lot of vintage regularly on my own. So it was very exciting. So $30, which I still think is worth it. I mean, I think that if I decided to sell this, I haven't looked them up in a while, but I want to say it goes for like the $80 range. Anyway, I loved it because it's just so outrageous. I was not very adventurous with my wardrobe yet. This is one of the first pieces that got me into being very adventurous. But my boyfriend and I were out walking around Manhattan one day, and we were on like Park Avenue in the rich section, and we were walking past some stupidly expensive store. This dress was in the window on a mannequin, and I was incensed. I was like, what? Because, you know, I was so like, oh, it's my, you know, one-of-a-kind vintage dress that nobody else has, on a mannequin in the store. And there was like a men's shirt. Now this brand did a whole bunch of stuff where they would do like matchy kind of sets, like the woman's dress and then the men's shirt and shorts kind of set that everything matched. It was very adorable. So the current company, Paul and Joe, had reproduced some of these. They were selling this dress for like $1,500. So I went from being incensed at like, how dare they take my, you know, fancy dress that only I have and reproduce it. And then I was like, oh, I paid $30 for that dress, not $1,500. But anyway, at this point, that dress is not something I would ever buy to keep for myself because the color scheme is not really my thing. I kind of want to sell it, but like the story behind it kind of makes me not sell it. I don't know. We'll see. This dress though, no, I'm not selling this. Forget it. This is another one that you'll see a lot of versions of this out in vintage stores. I actually bought this off of someone on Instagram many years ago. I want to say I paid like $30 including shipping for it. I bought it to keep for myself because it was amazing. And it was before this whole, like right now, the whole cottage core, fairy core bullshit is very popular. This was before all of that was like super, you know, trendy. Look at these sleeves. Look at these sleeves. So, love it. I don't love that it's like empire waist, but that's the only thing about it I don't love. That's not true. If the color scheme were more like pinky purpley, I would be more excited about it, but this is one of those things that the silhouette of the dress is so fantastic that unless I had a better one to replace it, I would never get rid of this. So, you know, there it is. Love it. So pretty. And I do not remember who I bought it from on Instagram. It wasn't somebody, it was way back, like I was selling on Instagram at the time, and it was way back when like the vintage selling on Instagram was more of like a niche community thing and not the whole business thing that it is now. These now people sell for, like if I had this dress in my Etsy shop right now, I'd probably be in the $150 range at least. And I say that without looking up what comps are. All right. This, I don't know what to do with this. I had this in my Etsy shop for ages. I got this, I don't remember, definitely a thrift shop. I don't remember if it was like L Train or maybe Unique Thrift. I'm not positive. Let's see. It's got a little hook and eye closure here at the back. All right, there we go. And this is like a pinafore style kind of apron dress, right? So when I initially bought it, I thought it was an apron, and I listed it as an apron. And you know, you can see kind of why that would happen. But it's definitely, I mean, it wraps all the way around for the skirt part. So there's no opening at the back, like it fully covers like a wrap dress would. It's like almost to my ankles, but you know, then there's this. So anyway, I had it listed as an apron for 8 million years. At some point I took it out of my Etsy shop and decided I was going to keep it, but I've never been able to figure out what to wear underneath the top of it, so it's kind of been sitting in limbo since then. I still have the listing for it in my Etsy shop, like it's not active on Etsy, but I still have the listing if I ever decided to relist it. I don't know, it's really cute. I love the colors, and the giant flower print are fantastic. Like if this dress was in this print, my God, that's like totally keep it. So I don't know what to do with this. I would love to find something that I feel comfortable wearing underneath this that I think looks really cute with it, but I haven't yet, and so it sits kind of in my closet, but not really being worn. Oh, and it's got a little hook back there too. I don't think this has tags. No. Anyway, that is the end of my dresses. So, between this and my first video, I went through my jumpsuits, my rompers, and my dresses for you. And if you enjoyed that, let me know and I will keep going. I've got blouses, I've got blazers, I've got sweaters, I've got pants and jeans and yoga clothes and lots of stuff. If you are into it but you don't want me to do try-ons, let me know that. I can do that. If you only want to see sweaters and you want me to leave the yoga pants out of it, I can do that. I don't know, let me know. I appreciate you watching this. I hope that you enjoyed it.